I decided that we would have a nice leisurely Saturday chat while I made, while I made strawberry shortcake for tomorrow. My girls are, the teenage girls are outside. Well, where are they now? They were taking a lot of pictures on the dock. And I got stuff to do eggs for them later. I thought they might enjoy doing eggs with Amos. And then I was trying to keep Thomas out of the cinnamon rolls that are for tomorrow for breakfast. So you have Easter breakfast and then Easter lunch. So I was trying to decide, I don't know what to have. This is sort of stressful. Anyway. What we're gonna do today is make a strawberry shortcake, which is, you have to put down your dog. Oh, I'm so sorry, Caitlin. I got my eggs boiled. They are in the fridge getting cold. Yes, I sure did. What is this stuff? And that was good. And I got some fresh strawberries at the farmer's market, because evidently it's strawberry season. White of this bread. Polish my candlesticks for Mulberry Hill. Love them. Oh, I'm so glad. I want to ride out there today. Because the tile guy finished. And I'm going to go out there and see how the bathrooms look. So anyway, got that on my agenda too. Yeah, so tomorrow for Easter lunch, what should I have? I guess we could get chicken. It's Grandpa's birthday. He's really thinking about all this. Cool. I'm good, Sue. I hope you are. Happy Easter. I know. I've got some, making Grandpa some soup, actually. I just thought he might like a little soup. He likes soup. It's going to be gorgeous when it's done. Well, I know. Let's hope it doesn't take too long. Somebody, a nice follower of Kate's, mailed each of us 20 books. And I'm so excited. I'm going to give the 20 books to somebody, and I don't know who yet. Isn't that nice? Just really nice. Okay, I'm distracting myself. Ask Grandpa what he wants for lunch. Eggs Benedict. Oh my God, you're right. That's probably what he'd like to have. I think, I guess I could do that. But does everybody want Eggs Benedict? Take pictures of the finished tile you want to see. Oh, I know, I will. I shall. Plates, Easter plates. A lot happening in here. Good morning. Happy birthday to Mr. Wood. I know tomorrow, 89 tomorrow. Oh, and look what Russell got. He's real excited about this. Goose eggs. I mean, these suckers, these are some big devils here. Right? I kind of want to have hard-boiled goose eggs. Yeah. 3 sleeps on the Voyager. But where are we going this week? We're going to Key Biscayne, and we're going to be excited about going to Key Biscayne because that is wonderful all by itself. We don't even need to think about where we're going to go next because we can be excited about where we're going. Where are we going next? So I told Kate this morning, I was like, I didn't dream there'd be a day that I would be talking to him about this kind of stuff. On April 24th, we are coming back to Edenton. Oh, yeah. It's obsessive. Does Grandpa miss Janie more on the holidays? You know, he hadn't had a holiday yet. But I would say, yeah, your birthday is probably a big one. What do you do with the goose eggs? Russell's going to eat them just like scrambled eggs, is the plan, I think. Russell, one sleep till the airport. That's right. We can talk about that trip because it's tomorrow. How about that? I've got. After the egg hunt. Well, we're going to, and then we're going to have lunch. We're going to go in the afternoon. You would have a breakfast casserole. That's a good idea. God, I don't want to have to go back to the store though. Okay, let me see if I see a cake holder. Hold on. After lunch, we go to the airport. Oh yeah? If there's one thing that shouldn't exist in the world, it's a corner cabinet below for Tupperware. Did you know there are some people dumb enough to think Nick is actually around me for them? What? I don't know what that means. Huh. No, I didn't know that. Let's just take a little break from that question. Morning again. I know. My son passed away in April 9 years ago. Easter's still hard. Yes, I would think so. Potato salad. You're having potato salad. Well, that's a good one. Happy Easter weekend to all. Oh, I know. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Barbecue for Easter. Well, you know, I actually have right much here in the freezer. I need to analyze what I've got. I love fresh strawberry. Oh, they have so much more flavor. You know, I don't know why. Sicker than when I left Edenton. Crappy response from nurse practitioner. Oh, Sue, I hope you feel better. Is Grandpa getting a birthday cake? Well, I was hoping he was going to get a chocolate cake, but it might have to happen in Key Biscayne because there are no chocolate cakes in Edenton. There are none in Food Line, and I wanted to get one from the farmer's market, and I didn't see one. You made reservations. Well, I'm not against that either, but I think after we go to church, we'll probably need to come home. Yes, I have to do the frickin' Easter baskets. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's an aphid. You see it? Let me go put this outside. Hold on. Let me see if I see the cake container. Cake container. Ah, there it is. Easter time is hard for me too. Oh. We always got, we used to get presents for Easter, like real presents. Box mix for cake. Janie made them. Yeah, well, what she usually did was buy one. Okay, so we've got the cake container right here. Okay, we're going to teach you all my tricks. You call them stink bugs. That's what I call them. So this is the kind of cake I had growing up. Your 32-year-old autistic daughter believes in the Easter Bunny. Left a post on the Rector post for you to read. Oh, roast beef with carrots, Sister Shepherd rolls. Oh, that sounds good. I have Sister Shepherd rolls. I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Oh. Well, we're having steak tonight. Can I just bask in knowing what we're having for dinner tonight for a minute? Easter is your favorite holiday. Really? Want some food up on the bar. Don't worry about it and enjoy your dinner. Well, that's a good point. So I make this the way my mother always made it, which is not very fancy. So you take angel food cake, and then you take, oh, here it is, Cool Whip, and you wrap it up in Cool Whip, and then you line up food and junk on the counter. No, I went into the Dollar Tree and got the Easter baskets. So I'm good with those. I have to put them together, but I'll do that. Make quiches. Oh, now my mother-in-law would have loved that. She loved to make a quiche. If she were here, she would be like, I'll bring the deviled eggs. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna dye eggs, and then I'm gonna make deviled eggs. Plugged your book on a doctor's page. Oh, good, thank you, Kathy. Let me wash my hands. Wash my hands, washy, washy. So excited to see your nephews today. Oh, that's nice. I talked to my mom for a minute this morning, and I called CVS to try to figure out why in the devil I keep running out of, what kind of spreader do you use to do this? Should I use a spoon? Maybe I'll use a spoon. Okay, if it's here, I think this is not gonna do right. Get a plate. Oh. Ask for 90-day supply. Well, today I heard something that I have never heard before, which was very, this is not gonna work. Oh gosh, another plate. We need a bigger plate. Is that the prescription is written for 24 days. Why that would be is absolutely something that I don't understand. And this is why I like Blunts, but Blunts cannot get this one medicine, so I have to get it from CVS. And then she's like, well, this is your last prescription. Are you gonna want another one? I was like, don't y'all call us in? Like, see, Blunts would never, they just refill it. I don't even have to ask them. It's just so nice. Right? Cross to the cemetery. First Easter without Grandma. Oh, I know. She would be right in the middle of it. She loved it. She loved an Easter lunch and a deviled egg and some fried chicken. And then she'd just say, just give me a little taste of that cake. That's what she would say. I know her. But yeah, we are going to miss her. I think it'll be nice going to Florida tomorrow, because how often is the 24-day supply taken? Every day. That's the thing about it that doesn't make sense, because we need a 30-day supply. I think it has something to do with insurance doesn't want to cover the amount that the doctor prescribes, because the insurance company, always has to be smarter than the doctor. So anyway, I'll just pay for she was like, well, you have 180 mLs. I was like, okay, so that's like 12 days worth. I need 5. My mom used to make that angel food cake. Would pull out cake and make it a trough and fill it with mashed strawberries. Really? Oh, that's interesting. So she would dig out the middle and fill it with strawberries. Never heard of that. No, Food Line does not have a pharmacy. It's fine. I think we've got it. I just have to pay. And it's not, I don't remember it being that expensive. There's just some things that, we cannot go without that medicine. So I'm just not, I fought this for a while, and it's like, how much time and energy do I need to spend arguing about this, At some point you run out of time. Get a spiral cut ham. Well, that's an idea too. Okay, so we've got that. Okay. So now what we're going to do, oh shoot, this is the hard part. I knew this was feeling too easy. This is when you take, you've got the strawberries. Oh, water. Now the water's coming out. You have to cut them. Okay. Oh, I might need a chair for all this. Let me get a chair. Happy Easter, everyone. I have CVS deliver it to you. Are you crazy? CVS deliver? What? Where do y'all live? Where do y'all think I live? They ain't any delivering. Nuts. No delivering. No, 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 no. Put y'all down here. Did y'all see that post I put up that our new rector, Melody, she shared the picture. She had ordered the book. I didn't even give it to her. And shared on her social media. This was the nicest thing. And so I think I told y'all this. Did I tell you this a few weeks ago that she said, called me in her office and I was like, ooh, am I in trouble? And she was like, how can we make your family and Amos feel more welcome at church? And I could have just laid on the floor and cried, you know? It was so nice. Can you add the strawberries later? No, you gotta add them now because you want the strawberries, oh, this one's not good. You want the strawberries to sit and marinate in the whatever, Cool Whip. Instacart delivers. Well, Instacart delivers, but CVS doesn't deliver. Just be totally awesome. I'll go by the CVS. It's not a big deal. Anyway, she is fantastic, and I am so thankful for her. And I really was thinking, like, oh my gosh, like if you could get this book to all the ministers on the planet, like you could really start a whole life of change and goodness, you know? Anyway, trying to learn. I know, it's really nice, isn't it? I'm gonna put y'all down here. Hold on. This is the white vinegar. We need that for the yikes. Hold on. There we go. There we go. So I can see a little better. Very nice. So this is what my mother always would make for my birthday growing up. This has always been my favorite cake, strawberry shortcake, in case anybody wants to know. Just like this. Why does your pews at church have little doors? You know, it's a very old church, so I'm guessing that's why. And back in the day, you actually bought a pew. I think my husband's grandparents owned a pew, but I think, what if you were like, that's my pew? My grandfather bought it 100 years ago. No, I don't think they do that anymore. She could do a teaching on autism. Oh, that'd be good. Boy, that might do them in. People in Edenton is a funny place. I mean, it's interesting. So then you take the strawberries and you take your cake and then you just sort of layer them. I mean, this smells like my childhood. You just layer them around nice and tight in here. And you put them in the middle and on the sides. You put the thin ones on the sides because they stick the best. The thick ones in the middle. You know, I always feel like people feel a little bit awkward. It's almost like they're sort of half scared of me. Like if I say something to her, she might write about me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like, you can just tell by how many people like don't say, boy, you wrote a book. But there are a lot of people that do. But it's just a funny, it's noticeable that there's like a strange, they don't quite know what to do with me. And I think because of my blog, I put pictures of my underwear in there. I don't do them as much, you know, now just because my older children would be mortified. But I think there's like just this like, cringy that I'm sort of cringy, you know. A pampered chef slicer is perfect for strawberries. Oh, well, that's good to know, but I don't have one. And I don't mind doing them myself. I'm just sit here, talk to y'all. Shoot the schmuckety schmuck. What are the girls doing? The girls are sitting on the boat and it's attached to the dock. What a funny activity. Grandpa and Thomas are watching something downstairs. And then we were going to ride out to, well, I wanted to ride out to Mulberry Hill. I kind of need to, I do need to clean out my office. My car is disgusting. And I was thinking like, I could clean my car. But you know, cleaning your car is that takes a long time and then I'll be tired. So I'm not doing that. That's what I've gotten really good at doing in the last year is just telling myself no. Are you using the hot tub? Oh yeah, the girls were in it last night. I'm sure the boys will be in it today. Yeah, we love the hot tub. I had just cleaned it the day before. Yeah, it's great. It's really good. I love your book. Oh, well, thank you. Today is the last day to purchase to count towards the New York Times 3rd week. You know, we've been on it 2 weeks. And I told Kate, I was like, I think we have a chance to be on it for 3 weeks. Show us the cake, please. Okay. See? Big job cleaning a car. Oh. One sleep till the airport. That's right. Russell didn't bring friends home, somebody asked. No, he did not bring friends home. You know, when he comes home, he's sort of tired of the friends. He like wants to come home and see his old friends. And Blair does too, but Blair, I was excited Blair was bringing friends home. It's fun for Amos. So Russell has headed out with friends they have gone to Nag's Head, a set of identical twins that he's been friends with a long time from Eaton, and maybe 2 other friends, and they have just taken off and headed to the beach, which makes me a tiny bit nervous. You know, teenagers going places, but you know, you have to let them. You gotta let them go. Making beds and washing sheets. Oh, no, that's probably smart. Blair and the girls. I said last night, I was like, let the girls sleep in Amos's room. 2 girls in Amos's room and 2 girls in your room. Well, that's not what girls like to do. They like to all pile up together. So they drug up Amos's nuggets. Every sheet probably in this house is now, good catch. Every sheet on in this house is now like in Blair's room. Show milkers. Ew. Wait. Shoot, did I not pick that as a, doggone it. I don't think I picked it as a subscriber only video by accident. I was like, why is this Ed person saying show milkers? This is why I have a member only channel. Sorry, members, that it's not a member only video because it was supposed to be. That is, I was thinking there were some weird comments. Yay, Tammy's joined. Well, Tammy, that's what we do. We just kind of have a sit down, chitty chat. Anyway, it's a place that's feels a little safer to me. I kind of talk about stuff that I probably wouldn't say on the big stage. What I've said today. But anyway, give people a break from book promotion. Okay, so we have this, and then we're going to take this part right here, okay? We're gonna put the Cool Whip on it, and then we're gonna double strawberry it. So pleased with myself. Oh, there the girls go on the boat. So my children all have boater's licenses, not Amos, but my big 3. And we have 3 teenagers in one boat. So there's always, you know, a question of who's going to be using the boat. And they share it, they use it together. But today, little Thomas has schoolwork to do. He's a freshman at NC State, and he's getting ready to have final exams. And Russell has gone to NAGSAT with friends, and Blair has taken over the boat. Don't lick your fingers and touch the icing. It is windy, but they're just being girls and just kind of going around, not far in the bay, basically. Hold on, let me dump these. What do I smell? Oh, maybe it's trash. Yeah, I went to the dollar store and got the Easter baskets. I'm going to give Blair's friends each a copy of Autism Out Loud. And I'm excited about that. You know, I was saying this morning, like with church, you know, there are so many families that really want to go to church that do not feel like they can go. And I think even my very good friends they know like it's hard, but they don't really understand what it's like to take Amos to church and how it's so stressful, you know? And even if people are like, I one time had a person that said, and it was very well meaning, but they were like, bring him, nobody cares, you know, it's fine. And I was like, I said to the person, and again, very well meaning, but I was like, how do I get the point across? And I said, I'll tell you what, you bring your husband butt naked to church. And when you're on the way, call me and I'll make sure I bring Amos to church, because that's how it feels for me to go to church. And she was like, she never called. You know, like it really, you feel so vulnerable. And people are generally nice. I did have one phone call that really hurt my feelings about how we hadn't cleaned up something, you know. But that was a while ago. But that stuff stings. And then when you get stung, you're like, well, I'm not doing it again, you know. So we, and this year, Easter, we go to church right much. But I have been gone with work. Are your eggs green? No. I already boiled the eggs, but we have not. The girls haven't. The girls and Amos, we're going to color them later this afternoon. We cook dinner. Yeah, and Melody, our rector, what I think is so neat about her is she was telling me about her last church, and she was like, we had really kind of a special needs ministry there. And she was like, so do you think there are other families? I was like, oh my gosh, I might kill the people in our church, people that are like, oh my gosh, now there's more Amoses here. But I mean, God loves Amos, and he wants him there. So I think her opinion is like, we're going to do whatever we can to welcome the Amoses, you know? I don't think people fully understand. Yeah, I don't think they do. I wouldn't have understood. No, I wouldn't have understood. Or how stressful it is for me. Like, I think people probably think, she's so laid back and doesn't care. But it's not like that. It's very stressful. So taking him to church is like you're committing to, you're really committing to like sweating the whole time you're in church. Are you a lefty? No, so you're looking, the camera switches everything. That's why. It's so funny that people don't know that. I don't think I knew it either, to be honest. This is a lot of strawberries in the middle. But I'm in no rush. Any place should be welcoming, inclusive. It should be church. I know. But the problem with church in itself is that church is quiet. And we don't do well with quiet. And I mean, that's not church's fault. That's just the way it is. So you have to go from like your whole life of thinking about church being quiet to saying like, does church have to be quiet? You know? Okay, we're going to put this on top of this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, 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 oh. All right, look. This is good. Is there Sunday school where Amos could go with a one-on-one teacher? You know, maybe, but then you've got to, who's going to be the teacher? Like, who wants to be committed to Amos every Sunday of their life? And then Amos doesn't want to go, or we're out of town. Like, and then I have to find the person. Mary Scott's husband 1 year was his person. Okay. Well, come put them in the trash if you're done. You want to see my cake? Yeah. Okay. He loves a cake. Look at this.
What kind of cake is that?
What kind of cake is it? It is, what do you think it is?
That's a strawberry cake.
A strawberry shortcake, that's right.
What is strawberry shortcake?
It has strawberries and Cool Whip, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's why it's called a strawberry shortcake.
That's why it's called a strawberry shortcake, that's right. What are you looking for? Bet I could guess.
I need a chip.
Chipwich. I knew that's what you were going to be looking for.
Here you go.
You can have one, but put the trash in the trash can, okay? He loves a chipwich. It seems like your wish to take your son to church, not that he wants to go. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not about him wanting to go. It's about me wanting my family of 6 to do things together, you know? And church is a big one that we do. Good job. Very nice.
What a nice cake.
What? Oh, thank you. Ask, could get a break. Well, you know, it's okay right now. We kind of have a lot, we have a lot going on, but I think it's worthy of a conversation because I think there's a lot of churches that don't have an Amos. And if I didn't have an Amos, would our church be thinking about welcoming people with disabilities? Probably not, you know. They've never really, if you don't, you had it upstairs. If you don't have experience, how do you even start having the conversation? Like, we're not talking about, we were the other day having a conversation though about people with physical disabilities. So our bathroom in our parish, in our church area is upstairs. So for people that are physically limited, you know, they have to leave the church to go to the bathroom. And it was like, I didn't know that. I was talking to somebody, the dog is stalking the cake. I know, welcome to my life. I know he's up there looking for that blankie. Okay, good. Okay, I think that's good. I always don't know what you do with these little nubs of strawberries. They're real good. I think maybe put them. You what? Oh, silly Blanky. Silly Blanky, silly Amos. You are looking really thin. So I have been, you know, on I do the Zepbound, the shot now for about a year. And I'm at about 145 pounds maybe. And I haven't been up on a dose for a while. And I was telling my doctor, she was like, what do you think about your dose? And I was like, you know, I feel okay at this dose. Like could I weigh 130 or should I? Maybe, but I'm not in a horse race to like, or need to be like super thin. I just want to be healthier. And like right now, I'm annoyed at myself because I haven't tackled exercise yet. And I really feel like I need to do that. Boy, this is a lot of strawberries. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut some up and take them to my neighbor. That's what I'm gonna do. Love to take something to a neighbor. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut these up and take them to my next door neighbor. Do you ever lose your cool with Amos? I mean, I have, but maybe like 2 or 3 times ever. I think I know enough. I probably lost my cool more when like little Thomas was little, before I started taking Zoloft. I think I know enough to know myself. Like if I need a break, I can say to like Big Thomas, I need a break, or I can say, here, Amos, eat all the ice cream you want, so I can like go upstairs and get away from you, so I don't yell, you know. So I think I'm able to manage. Like I have things I can do, you know. How long do you stay on the shots? So forever. So that's the thought, is like if you're going to take these shots, like you can't, the shots are replacing a hormone in my brain that tells me I'm full. And it's real interesting. If I don't have the shot for like a week because I go out of town or forget it, it's immediate that your brain is like, put them in the blender and have a strawberry sauce for the cake. Ooh, that's a good idea. Never even heard of this. Such a thing. Be darn. You look great. Well, I feel better. You know, my knees were starting to hurt when I like went upstairs, and I was like, this is not good. Like knee surgery. Mommy, can I try out the egg? Yes, you can. Oh, thank you. What I've learned from you is watching how you are with Amos is how your banter with him has increased his language levels. Well, I hope so. I mean, I hope at school and home and, you know, we talk and try to help him learn how to talk and have conversations, you know, in a way that are a little more sensical. I don't know if they always are, but I hope so. I mean, that's the goal. No, don't. I wish somebody was a fly on the wall watching me tomorrow. Tomorrow, Amos and I and 89-year-old Grandpa are flying to Florida. And on American. Oh my God. And I'm a little nervous because it's a lot. A teensy bit nervous. So I'm kind of need to be preparing my brain for like what I need to do to make that happen. We're going sort of at night because I didn't want to miss Easter with the rest of our family. But Amos really likes to go he wants to go for 5 nights, and we're only going for 4 because Grandpa has kind of a weekend next weekend, and it's important to him. And so anyway, you know, sometimes you have to just do things differently, right? That you don't plan on. My mom this morning was like, what bed do you want to sleep in down in Florida at their house? And I was like, what do you mean, what bed do I want to sleep in? You know, what bed would I sleep in? She was like, well, I thought I'd put Grandpa in your room because the shower. I was like, oh, that's a good point. Okay, I'll sleep in whatever other bed there is. You know, like, it's just what's necessary, right? Be flexible. You enjoy having many things planned to do. Does that make you feel better to have a full calendar? And no, I detest a full calendar. If there's something I don't like in life, it's a full calendar. But I have 4 children and a grandpa and a husband, and I've just written a book. So if somebody can tell me how not to have a full calendar, I would really like it. But it's not possible. Yes, they're strawberries. That's right. I'm making a strawberry shortcake. Yeah, no, I do not like a full calendar. I loved COVID for the reason that, like, it was not a full calendar. It was great. So great. So anyway, yeah, no, full calendar. This summer is just going to be really interesting. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm trying not to stress about it because I can't really do a lot about it. And the summer is always an interesting time anyway. When Amos was little, he went to an autism camp at the beach, and it was great. It was particularly great when he was little because it gave me a chance to be with my other children. And up until a few years ago, like Amos couldn't even go to the pool. We didn't have his anxiety under control. So he really struggled with just about going anywhere. And that's better now. But I don't have we have a caregiver in Edenton, but we go and stay at the beach. So she'll come and help some, but I usually try to find a teenager or somebody to help get him out to do something. And as he gets bigger, it's like, what are they gonna do? Like he's kind of getting big for the playground. So we had a good sitter last year, and I need to reach out to her and see if she's available. And he thought she was fun. But there's going to be a lot of driving, like Blair and Russell places, like dropping them off at camp and stuff. And so my mom and dad are usually pretty good about helping with that too. And now we have Grandpa in the middle of it. So what I've always done in the past is just, if I had to, I'd pack up Amos and we, go take somebody wherever they need to go. Well, I cannot, I guess I could, but packing up Grandpa and Amos to take Russell to tennis camp seems like a lot. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. And I haven't done it. Can the kids drive yet? Yes, but they don't have their own cars. Thomas has a car, and then Blair and Russell have a car that they can share together. But driving like 6 hours to camp, I'm not comfortable with. They're off at boarding school, so they don't get these chances to drive like majority of people. So Russell and I were driving there this morning, and it's good. They need more practice, so they can't do that yet. But Russell does have a good friend that can, so he's going to drive them. They're doing it's called Boys State. I don't know if people are familiar with it. What are you doing? You're kissing the dog.
Good you, Anna. Good you. Good you. Good you. Mommy. Good you.
Good girl. He cannot stand to say that and me not repeat it. Maybe I need to do more videos of just sitting around and letting people see what life with Amos is like in the good ways. Because I don't think people really understand how his mind works. And I think it's so interesting. But maybe I might be biased because I love him. And this is like, Honor, you're stalking my cake, nut. Ooh, the strawberry is not good. Let's get that right there. I'll tell you one thing that I used to try to take Amos to do, that you need somebody that's patient. The people that generally have strawberries, they're not real into small children. They're not into children like trampling the rows, which they shouldn't be. But again, that's stressful because you want to take the kids strawberry picking, but you can't because you have a person that doesn't behave appropriately. And so then you either have to get a babysitter, which is tricky, or you don't get to go. And that's not fun, I think that's the part that people, we really want to be a part of things, but it's just, it can be so hard. Let's see. We love Amos. The dog can have strawberries. Oh, I know, but we don't feed strawberries while I'm working with strawberries because that would encourage begging. We don't feed that. Glad everybody is home for Grandpa's birthday. Yes, I think so too. I think Grandpa is excited. He loves having the kids here. I think it's good for the kids. Like I said to Blair, now I know Blair, did you tell your friends about everybody in our house, not just autism, but 89-year-old Grandpa? Give everybody a heads up, They're ready. Oh, the strawberries are ready. Dun, 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 dun. It's finished. How about that? So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this little plastic cover on it right here, just to kind of let it seep in. And then we're going to put it on the tray. So this Gary, the strawberries are coming down. No, don't fall down. My friend Gary, he's our youth minister. This was in his great aunt's house. So he let me have it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can't get it down in there because of the darn cake. I can't get it to seal. Shoot. Okay, well. Now I got to go put it in the fridge, I think. Oh, it worked. There. So then you can seal it and then you put it in the refrigerator. Where did you get that cover? Oh, that was from the angel food cake. But anyway. Well, you don't really have to cook it. You just cut it up. Party tonight. That's a good idea. We could do his birthday tonight. I was thinking we would do it tomorrow for Easter, but we are cooking dinner tonight. It's not a bad idea. We'll see. Okay. Carry on. Subscribers. See you later.